Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello again, this is my second TESOL presentation. Actually, my name is Hutami Devari, and I would like to cover the second novel. And this is the first I'll introduce myself again. Students number is here, and my class 5A, the first semester, and I'm one of students in the Department of English Education. Fakulty of Tarbiyah, State Islamic University, Syarif Hidayatullah Law, Jakarta, Indonesia. And then this is the second novel of my reading. The title is African by Mary Roth, and this is the definition. The biographical novel of Queen Catherine Parr, last wife of Henry VIII. And this is a specification of this book. Basic one, the author Mary Luke, the publisher Doubleday and Company, New York. They published 1984, and the genre was a biographical romance, and the novel consists of 439 pages. And then the main character is Catherine Parr, as you know. And Mary Luke told us about the detail of the life of Catherine Parr, and it has a heartfelt book, I think. And then Saul learned appreciative and formidable, and she gave us the detail and photograph in her head. And also, additionally, I would like to tell that this biographical novel of Catherine Parr was not only by Mary Luke, but another author. And then if you want to know that this is for Mary Luke, I would like to tell you. But if you want to know furthermore, there was an issue or other details and information about another author, and also talk about the Catherine's life. And then for Mary Luke, the story begins when she was born in 1512 in London, Kendal Castle. I'm sorry. And she was the oldest child in Parr's family, the first child, I think. Her father, Thomas Parr, and her mother, Maud Parr. Maud Green actually, but became Parr's family. And she had a brother, William Parr, and sister Anne Parr. And Sir Thomas Parr was also descendant of King Edward III. And Thomas Parr was also close with King Henry VIII, and her mother close with Catherine of Aragon, the first wife of King Henry VIII. And actually, the first story that her father died when she was 5 years old, and then their life became just with her brother and her sister, and also her mother. And they began to, and this is the Catherine Parr portrait, how she was beautiful, and actually the characters of her, she was beautiful, she was intellectual, and she was also strong, and wanted to know what information so far in detail, and she was also curious about something and others. And then her life began with when her mother, through some marriage for her, the first with Edward Burrough, at least when she was 15. And in 1529, Edward Burrough was a grandson of Thomas Burrough, second Baron Burrough, and he was wealthy. And many uses that write that first husband was Thomas Burrough, but not Edward Burrough was her first husband, and he was also at young age in his 20s, but he had a poor health, becoming illness, and then because their marriage also was not begin with love. Edward died, and only few years later, after their marriage, and then after that, Captain Parr continued her relationship with John Neville, second husband. John Neville was a wealthy man, and she married in the summer of 1534. Latimer had two children, John and Margaret, and the first, she became stepmother for the first time, and he was not a nurse. He was a pure guy, and also in her marriage, there was a hostage by the rebels involved in the pilgrimage of grace. At this, Jonathan, or as called Lord Latimer, opposed for the King Henry IV, with her first wife, Catherine of Aragon, because he flirted with Anne Boleyn. And then after that, there was rebels kidnapped them, and then Catherine was called out from that kidnapping time, and then with her brother William, they saved John Neville family actually, and then at that time, they were saved and went to the south, dislocated from the life of rebellion then. And then at first, she fell in love with Thomas Seymour. Thomas Seymour was a kind guy, and at the time also John Neville was died, and because of an illness. And then she close with Thomas Seymour, a charming guy, and then the brother of Jane Seymour, the third wife of King Henry VIII, and this is and Henry VIII. After that, because Thomas Seymour could not compete for Henry VIII power, Catherine Parr married with Henry VIII because Henry VIII interested with her. And yeah, she was already twice widowed and childless. And then they wedded on 12 July 1543. And Catherine was close with all three of her stepchildren as Henry's wife. The first, Queen Mary I from Catherine of Aragon, and Queen Elizabeth I from Anne Boleyn, and King Edward VI, actually, from Jane Seymour. And after that, they were close with relationship with music, dance. There were some similarities, but yeah. And also, Catherine Parr taught Henry VIII about religion, and then because she was intellectual and wanted to know about something new, she published her first book, Psalms or Prayers, and then after her intellectual, he also until the death of Henry VIII, he was she helped reformation for the kingdom of Henry VIII, and also supported her husband until the death of King Henry VIII. And then I would like to tell you that the works of Henry, there was five wives before Catherine Parr. The first, Catherine of Aragon, they ended their marriage after the birth. They left with Queen Mary, because King Henry VIII flirted with Anne Boleyn. And after the second marriage with Anne Boleyn was a difficult post. By 1568, they also divorced. And after the birth of Queen Princess Elizabeth I, and then After that, there was something that Annie Boleyn died because executed death. She made mistakes and others, and uh, 10 days later of the death of Annie Boleyn, King Henry VIII married with Jane Seymour, and then after the birth of her son King Edward, they also divorced because Jane Seymour died, and King Henry VIII with Anne of Cleves married in 1540, and then 6 months later that they divorced, and with King Catherine Howard, because Catherine Howard was egoistic, she was only want to be the queen, and she was blocked because King Henry VIII was disliked her, and then Catherine Parr was the sixth wife of Henry VIII, and then the last husband, the relationship with Thomas Seymour, she continued, and after the Henry's death, they married. They were married, and because she was in love with him for a long time, and then in that November 1547, at 35 years old, as for a long time, she was dreaming about pregnant, and then she was pregnant. But there was a birth-trying accident between Thomas Seymour and also Princess Elizabeth I. And because of the birth was difficult, so on August 30th of 1548, Catherine gave birth to her first child at Studley Castle in Gloucestershire. And then the last, she died of childbirth fever on 5th September 1548, just few hours after she brought up her daughter. And her daughter is Mary Louise because Mary Seymour, many of issues that Mary Seymour was also died after the birth, and many historians believe that, and also the others against because that Mary Seymour was still alive. But yeah, the Catherine life part was detailed, and it was many thinking, many historians could say that. And then Catherine Parr was appeared as a character in cinemas, in movie The Private Life of Henry VIII, and she was the first Queen of England and Queen of Ireland. And then this is that I want to talk to you. She published her first book, The Psalms or Prayers, as I told you before, and Prayers or Meditation, 1545. This is the cover, the first introduction, and then the Lamentation of Sinners, and this. For further information, you can also know the life of Catherine Parr, not because not just in the Mary Locke novel, but you can also view the remarkable life of Catherine Parr, Catherine Queen by Linda Porter, and also Six Wives, the Queens of Henry, and also the Six Wives by Susanna Dunn. Okay, I think there was the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention, and if you'd like to share your comments or critiques, feel free to the bottom of my video channel. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.